gone through childhood trauma, gone through abuse. At the time, I didn't even know it was abuse. Gone through arranged marriage. That voice, it was somebody just like switched the fire on and it was bubbling up. And I was so angry.
If you're watching this episode and you have not already subscribed to the Marvellous-U Podcast, please subscribe now. This is the only way you will help this channel grow. And if you know someone that really needs to hear this, please share, leave your comment, and let's build this channel as a safe space where women are supported and heard. Thank you for watching. Hello, and welcome back to the Marvellous-U Podcast. Today's conversation is one I know so many people need. There are moments in our lives when we stop speaking, when we stop showing up. Not because we have nothing to say, but because life, fear, rejection, trauma, or responsibility has slowly pushed us into the background. Today, we're talking about how to step out of those shadows and find your voice again. And I have my guest with me today, Bake. Welcome, Bake. Be your own hero. I'm really happy to have you here with me today.
I'm happy to be here too.
Yeah. So we're going to start. I want you to tell us a little bit about yourself and what led you into coaching and mentoring and just helping people discover their voice.
So for me, I would say my life story, okay? Since I was young, I just had this something that within me, I keep asking myself question, like why people act the way they act, or why people do what they do, why they behave a certain way. And I could not ask anyone because no one really have an answer or want to tell me, you know?
Yeah.
So I always wanted to become a psychiatrist because of that reason. I wanted to know more. But then gone through childhood trauma, gone through abuse. At the time, I didn't even know it was abuse. Gone through arranged marriage, being married for a very long time, for 14 years, and thinking that my life that's it, you know, and then never lived by myself, never paid the rent, never done anything that a single person would do.
Yeah.
And so having the ability to understand that this is not, I'm not happy. I am not in a place of fulfilling or in a place of harmony. And so I wanted something different. So with that, I had to go through, I would say, places that I didn't want to go. I had to face my own fears. I had to force myself to be and see myself in a better light than I was. So I had to ask for divorce. I became a single mother that I didn't want to be a single mother, didn't choose to be a single mother, and gone through bankruptcy at that a young age. And because I had nothing, like from zero to hero, as they say, because I didn't finish school. I got married when I was 16 years old. Okay, I never worked before. I never done anything to say I put my name on it, you know, like to do something in your life.
Yeah, for yourself.
Exactly. So at the age of me, I'm going into my 40s as a single mother, have 2 children, no job, okay, and thinking and feeling of lost, but at the same time, you're like, this is just a beginning. Just a beginning for me. I never enjoyed childhood, teenagehood. I never enjoyed my young adult life. But now I'm in my 40s and I'm like, oh my God, It's like a child in a candy store, and I can
Yeah.
have any candy that I want. So I said to myself, I'm going to choose education because
Yeah.
that's what I really want to do. So I went to study as a mature student, and I went to the university. But before I went to the university, my journey started 2016
Yeah.
when I didn't know I got my divorce at the time. And I started working on myself. I started self-development.
Yeah.
And through that journey, I met a lot of people. And one thing I wanted to do was, as a public speaker, I want to tell my story.
Yeah.
Though I used to think that, nobody will resonate, nobody will understand, it's just my story. But speaking in public, hearing people say, me too, me too, me too.
Yeah. Yeah.
And hearing that, and then people come to me and say to me, Barke, I want you to help me. I want you to coach me. I want you to mentor. And I was like, I didn't think of that. So I had to train, okay? Because there's one thing about me. I don't want to tell people how to live your life. I don't want to tell people how to be whatever they want to be. I want to have sincerity. I want to have integrity. And I want to show up fully by saying, I'm going to learn, I'm going to train, so I know what I'm saying or what I'm doing is the right way.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I've always had that. Yeah. So I've always had that feeling of like, let me get an understanding of what I'm actually doing for me to be able to help many. So that's where I started, because from public speaking, coaching, mentoring, and then I was invited to go to Africa, to my own country, Zanzibar, Tanzania.
Yeah.
And as a speaker and as a facilitator. And for the first time, I was like, you know what? I'm going to go. I'm going to go because I want to help, And so I funded everything myself and I went. And when I went there, even though I created this workbook, that I've done, but I printed a lot of papers for everyone. And it was amazing. It was delivered and I got amazing feedback from that. But one thing that stood out for me was that I need to leave something behind. So my story started to have a goal, and that is to write my own book. And that's when I wrote my book. 2019 was actually my biggest one because I started university and also I published my book. So for me, I would say this is my autobiography. And I was so happy to share, to just let it out there to the world. Whoever can resonate, whoever can feel the same or learn from it, then I'm grateful for that, So that's where I started.
Wow, what a journey. What a journey. It's really a journey for you, and I really appreciate you sharing all of that.
Thank you.
Coming from your background, all of the struggles, and finding yourself as a single parent and still finding that drive to say, yes, I know I'm here, but my life is more than this. I can do more. And, coming out of your own self and sharing yourself with the world, sharing your story, that is truly inspiring. And thank you for sharing that. So we've learned about what led you into coaching and mentoring. So if I ask you now, who is Barke? What would you say?
I would say this is why I put it as my business name. Barke, be your own hero. I'm not saying Barke or, becoming your own hero. This is be your own hero. You have to choose. You know what I mean? This is something that I feel God created everyone in this world with something amazing about them.
Yeah.
Okay. And sometimes we have to go through the hardship or the most scariest part in our life, to know the value that we have within ourselves, and to understand what we're capable of. Because at that time, I was so scared, thinking that my life is gone. Like I'm done. Like there's nothing else. You know what I mean? I'm like, how am I going to survive this? I have no mom, I have no dad, I have no one, I have no man, no one to rescue me. No one. So what I learned is through, I used to love watching hero movies.
Yeah.
And every hero movie, if you ever watch hero, like Marvel or any type of Disney, whatever, and you watch it, they always have a weakness, don't you think?
Exactly, they do.
They're not perfect.
They're not perfect, no.
They've got something that will make them down, they'll make them fall, they'll break them apart.
I have a mentor that said the best of man is still a man.
Yes.
We're still fallible. Yeah.
And so if they can go through so much pain and they're Superman, or they're, whatever kind of like a hero they can be, who am I? Like, and there's something, like I'm saying, there's something within me that tells me that there's like this voice that is very, very quiet, saying to every person has the voice, everyone, I believe, 100%. But there's that little voice that says to you, you can do it. You can do it. It's okay. You got this. You got this. You're more than this.
Exactly.
You deserve it. And then you're like, every time, whatever you're going through, and you're telling yourself, nah, it's not true. Stop talking to me like that. It's not. And that voice becomes dim and it just becomes quiet. So when I was in a lowest point of my life, that voice, it was somebody just like switched the fire on, and it was bubbling up. And I was so angry, like literally angry. And I was like, I used to go to the gym, and I used to punch the bag, the punching bag. Yeah.
The box,
And then one day I'm like putting music so loud, and I'm punching this bag. And the next thing I realize, oh my God, their face just came straight to my face. Like I'm looking at this face, and guess whose face was it? Yes, whose face? Eh?
Your face, yeah.
My face.
Yes, yeah.
So I was like, what? How can that be? How can that be? I am angry with me. I'm not angry with the person who hurt me. I'm not angry with the my family that made this arranged marriage and it didn't go through. I wasn't angry with God, okay, because sometimes why God did it. I'm not angry with anybody else. I was angry with me.
Yeah.
Why was I angry with me? Because I said to myself, one thing I didn't learn at a young age. Nobody taught me to let go. Because when I let go, I used to think that I was quitting.
Yeah.
I used to think that I'm giving up. It wasn't giving up. It wasn't giving up.
Sometimes
that was me saying to myself, Barke, enough. It's okay. It's okay to let go.
Yeah.
It's all right. You are all right. You're going to be fine. And that's what I was angry for. That's what the fire came and said to me, no regrets, baby. No regrets. Because
thank you
if I do that, I wouldn't be where I am today.
Exactly. Yeah. Thank you for sharing that. I think the striking word there is it's okay to let go. So when you hear the phrase, living in the shadows, what does it mean to you?
I think it's like we're hiding, isn't it? Because we're scared for our own shadow, or we're scared about our own shadow. I used to do that. Okay. So when my ex at the time, I quit my job because I was like, I cannot help this person to give him money, so he will still stay. And the only thing is, for me, I was like, I need to quit my job. I don't have a job. And that's when he left. Okay. And when he left, I was, for 6 months, I didn't even know. This man didn't pay anything.
Wow.
And so he left. I couldn't believe it. He just told my son, I'm leaving on the 2nd of February. And I thought it was a joke. Okay. On the 2nd of February, this man left. The house was quiet. I was like, I'm waiting and guessing. Is he gonna come? Is he coming? And so for the first 2 weeks, the letters started coming in. All the red letters started coming in. And I was like, what? I couldn't believe it. The housing are calling me. We need rent yesterday. The rent is going nearly £2,000. Okay.
Wow.
I've got another thing happening. There's something else, another debt, another bills hasn't been paid.
Bills are just coming.
I was like, oh my God, I don't have a job. I have no benefits, nothing. I felt so scared, even my own name, I couldn't answer. Like, if somebody calls my name, I'll be like, I don't even know this person. I was scared to even I'm in my own home, okay? And I'm scared at the door to somebody rings the doorbell. When I'm walking out down the street, I'm like, I hope nobody sees me.
Yeah.
And that's what it means for me, living in the shadows.
Yeah, the season where you find yourself hiding, you feel so dejected, you feel so alone, and so you're just hiding away. You don't want people to see you because of all of the adversities that are happening around you. So living in the shadows, for many women going through what you have described, they will hide away. They don't want people to see them because the things that are happening are not very pleasant. It's challenging. And so you want to shrink. You don't want people to notice that you are even there. And it make me ask you the next question. Why do so many capable and talented people struggle to be seen? Why do you think they struggle? Because I know you do a lot of work with confidence. Why do you think many people struggle? Why do people lose confidence in their own voice?
So it can be different things. There's different factors, okay? There are women who, for example, they are CEO of an organization. They have a higher authority in their company. But when they have babies, or they become pregnant, they feel that it's kind of like you're doubting yourself. Everyone is looking at you. How long is she going to take? When is she going to come back? What will happen to to her work? Who's going to take it over? So that's one factor. Another factor is when you're in a relationship and you're working for the two people. So you're doing everything. And the other person is always questioning you. The other person is making you feel and make you doubt yourself, make you feel that you're not good enough, makes you feel that you're not doing a great job. And that's what happened to me. Okay? When a person tells you're not a good mother, you're not a good wife, you're not you're nothing, okay? You're not successful. Who do you think you are? Over and over again. People lose their identity. I lost my identity in that area. Because when the person says to me, for example, he used to say to me, you have no education, you have no income, you have nothing to show for yourself. And because in my brain, I go down and I say, that's true. I don't have education. I didn't go to, I don't have a degree. I didn't even finish my A levels. You know, I don't have a job that would say like 6 figures or even 2-3 figures, you know.
Yeah.
So who am I? I'm no one. So I'm confirming what the person is telling me.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's another factor. And then there's another factor of you are successful, everything is beautiful, and then guess what? One day you lose it all. And you feel, oh my God, who am I? Who am I telling people you can do it if I lost it?
Exactly.
You know, and that can be financial. That can be status. Either you used to be some kind of a principal, whatever it is, like you have a higher authority job and
Yeah.
you're demoted.
Senior level job, yeah.
And you're demoted, or you had a perfect husband, perfect life, perfect, a marriage, and then the husband says to you, I want a divorce. So a woman can feel, oh my God, what did I do? You know, and they can lose their identity through that as well. And so there's different factors for everybody. But deep down is like, what is yours? Where are you? Where do you belong? Because losing identity is not easy. It doesn't take a day to happen. No, it takes years. It takes years.
Gradually, yeah.
So those are the things. So it could be shame, okay? It could be a form of abuse. It could be you actually putting everything for somebody. You put them on a pedestal and you follow them fully and you forgot about yourself. So it could be those things. Or it could be just, you know what? I don't know where am I? I don't know who am I anymore. I'm just, it's gone, you know? So it could be any of it.
And I think what you shared is very profound, because it seems like for a lot of women, when they go through all of this, they really put themselves, you know, they begin to live in the shadows. For example, when you set someone on the pedestal above yourself, you know, when someone is abusing you psychologically and emotionally, making you feel less than yourself, it brings you down and you find yourself hiding. You lose your voice, you struggle to be seen, you struggle to speak up, and then you begin to lose confidence in your own voice. You could be somebody that is at, senior level at your place of work, but then because of the other factors, or maybe like you mentioned, even a demotion at work could suddenly make you lose your confidence. You know, and it doesn't happen suddenly. These things happen gradually, especially where it relates to abuse. You gradually begin to doubt yourself and begin to lose confidence in yourself, and then lose your voice. You suddenly feel like you don't have a voice anymore. But let me ask you, many people know they are unhappy, but they still don't change. What do you think? Why do you think that is? They know they are not happy, they are unhappy, but still don't change.
So I was listening to Les Brown, if you know Les Brown, okay?
Yeah.
And so what he said was that he told a story of a dog, okay, who was sitting on top of a nail, okay? And that dog was groaning, like, you know, like groaning and groaning.
Painful groans.
But is he moving? He's not moving, okay? He's still groaning, he's still mourning, but he's not moving. That is the same thing as every human being, okay? We get to the point in our lives where we are uncomfortable, where we're feeling, I'm not happy. And they tell you, British people, we love complaining, eh? Come on. They will tell you everything, you know? But then you ask the question, what are you doing about it? And they were like, what do you mean? I'm good. Oh, okay. So you just like complain. That's fine.
And that's complaining.
So that's one bit, okay? As a coach, as a mentor, I'm always looking for somebody where are you right now? Okay. I'm in a place where I'm in comfort. It's called comfort zone. I'm comfortable. But that comfort zone, if you have to color it, I color it gray. Okay. Because there's no growth. It's gray. You're just stuck. You're enjoying life. Okay. It's like your routine. Like you wake up in the morning, you go to work 9 to 5, you come back home, you eat food, you watch TV, you go to bed, and then exactly. So it's just like a loophole, like hamster wheel.
Exactly.
That's comfort zone. So there are people in that comfort zone and they feel, I don't like it, but I don't know what to do with it. Okay. I don't like it. I don't know any other choices. I don't like it, but I don't know where to start. I don't like it, but I'm interested in something else. Okay. And those people are my people. Those people, I love them because they're looking.
Why do you think that is though? They know that they are unhappy, but they're just sitting in their comfort zone. They don't change. Why do you think that is?
Like I said, they're in a hamster wheel. They're in a hamster wheel. Okay, look at the hamster.
How much of that is connected to fear?
So, fear is a big drive. Okay, fear, I call it, or I break it down. Okay, fear is very simple. Okay, it's false evidence appearing real. Okay, that's what fear is. Because we tell ourselves, listen, my job, it was very hard to get it. Okay, and the way we are at the moment, like how many people are looking for jobs? Okay, thousands of people are looking for jobs. They're not finding any jobs. And you're telling me, even though I'm not happy, to go and find another job? That's a lot of work. That is fear talking. Okay, so because we're telling ourselves the evidence is appearing real to us. So that means I'm not gonna do it, even though I'm not happy. Why you're not happy? My manager doesn't respect me. My manager doesn't treat me nicely. But it's okay. It's better to know the devil you know than the devil you don't know. So it's better to stay here.
Okay, we were talking about, how fear holds people back. Can you continue with your thoughts from there?
So we spoke about fear, the way it looks like, the examples that I've given, especially when we justify the fear that this is why it's happening. Okay. And looking at the inflation of the economy, looking at the people at work sometimes, or even not having enough kind of like goals. We don't have goals. There are people who are made to just staying in one organization for lifetime. They don't like to move. They don't like changes. They don't like to be told that they have to, either promotion, or they don't want that. They just want to stay.
Even when they are unhappy.
Yes, even though they are unhappy, but it's just because of the fear, because of the uncertainty. These are the things that put people where they are. And it's very, very hard to actually dig deep, because they're not really digging deep. They're not looking in depth. They're not reflecting, so they just stay where they are for the sake of, I'm okay. Like, it's okay. Like, don't rock the boat, as they say, don't rock the boat. I don't want people to know, like, I'm not happy because what if they will push me out? You know what I mean? So there's a lot going on there.
Yeah, and I think, fear, in different scenarios, it will hold a lot of people back, even when, they don't change. The fear of rejection, the fear of criticism, the fear of failure, the fear of disappointing others. They know that they are unhappy, but still they don't change. So how much influence do you think childhood experiences have in our ability to use our voice as adults?
Now we're going to Freud here, yeah? So
Yeah. We have similar background in psychology, and I think I thought I should throw in that question. Yeah.
So, because Freud is all about psychoanalysis, yes? So Freud is all about your childhood conditioning. That's what drives you in your adulthood.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you don't look after your childhood, conditioning, you won't be able to overcome whatever you're facing. So think about it. Have you ever been in an event or situation in your life where somebody shouted at you, or when you face some kind of challenge, and straight away it's like your inner child, the way you are, either 9 years old, 7 years old, 6 years old, or 3 years old, and you just like, you've gone back to that child. Have you ever felt that? Because that's what it means of childhood, trauma or childhood conditioning. Okay. Or for example, if you're the kind of person that you're growing up in a place of like, you're not given a lot of things. Okay. Yeah. And now as an adult, you're really bad with money. Why? Because you spend a lot. And when you're spending for things that in your childhood you really wanted.
Yeah.
That's another thing. Okay.
And so also being raised in cultures where, when you are a female child, or maybe you are the youngest, all of that has a way of impacting us, because those are childhood experiences that could make someone, lose their voice. When you're raised in a family, for example, because you're younger, you're told that, oh, you can't speak where your elders are speaking, or shut up there. What do you have to say? Like your opinion, they don't matter. If you experience that growing up as a child, when you become an adult, it becomes almost difficult. You find it really difficult to use your voice.
You become people pleaser. And you always please people. You always a doormat, as you can hear other people say. They will say you're like a doormat, because whatever people say or throw it to you, you're like, okay, I'll do it. And you're always that kind of one who wants to go and help out. Exactly. Even though they're exhausted, even though they have no desire to do it, but they want validation. They want that feeling of importance. You know what I mean? They want people to see them. See me. They want the attention. They want people to say, oh my God, you did great job, Barke. Oh my God, that was really good, And that's what they crave, because they didn't have that when they were younger. So there's so many things that, my goodness.
Our childhood experiences are so important, and I think it really has an influence, on our ability to use our voice. If you are the child that has always been told to keep quiet, or you have not been allowed to even express your emotions when you're sad, or when you are angry, it really has a way of impacting on you when you become an adult. The other question I want to ask: can people unknowingly become comfortable hiding?
Oh yes, 100%. We call it masking, isn't it? So we're good at masking. It's the same thing as like, oh, hold on a second, I cannot go out without my makeup on. That's a mask. Okay. Or hold on a second, let me go and I need to have my coffee in the morning. Please do not talk to me. Okay, don't talk to me. I cannot speak to you. I need to have my coffee. That's another mask. Okay. Or for people who are uncomfortable, when they have like meetings or conference, they ask, do you have any question? And they have a question, but they can't say it out loud. Because they know, oh my God, if I say it out loud, somebody may laugh at me, somebody may look at me like I'm talking rubbish, or it could maybe a nonsense for somebody else.
Because you came into that fear.
You've been told, keep quiet. Okay. What you're saying doesn't make any sense. Like, why are you saying this? So you've been rejected over and over again, and so for you, like, you pull yourself back and you're like, okay, I'm good, it's okay.
Even when you have something to say, you're just hiding there. and you're just comfortable doing it over and over again. And I think most people unknowingly, they become like that. They become very comfortable hiding, like you say, masking, pretending that everything is fine, even when they are dying inside. They're pretending, even when they know that they should ask those questions. They are hiding, they're just comfortable hiding, even when they know that they have something to offer, but they're still comfortable hiding. So this is a practical conversation we are having. So let's go deeper. Let's go into finding your voice again. What does finding your voice actually mean?
So we just talk about childhood trauma, conditioning, and learning from others. Yes, and that's Voitex, forgot the name, Piaget, Freud, and all the other psychologists. They said the same thing. Okay, you come into this world. Okay, you learn from others, and you learn from your experiences.
Exactly.
Okay, so if you're learning all of this time, but then at the age of an adult, you're an adult now, either it could be 20s, 30s, or 40s, or even 50s for some. Okay, you got to the point of like, hold on a second, I don't want this. I want to be better. I want to do better. I want to become a better person. That is conscious decision. You are consciously aware of your reality. So no more hiding away. No more putting obstacles in front of you. No more worrying about other people the way they see you. Now you're facing with yourself and you're saying, I love where I am, but I want to be better than where I was yesterday.
Exactly.
So just doing that is an acceptance. Having that acceptance of who you are and what you are right now as a current. That's a big one, okay? Just having that ability to see yourself for who you are. That's one. Another is that, what do I have? What resource do I have? Or what do I have, and what can I learn, or what can I gain from other person? So seeking the right help, the right advice, the right support, the right mentor, the right for anyone that either who's higher where you want to be. Like, I want to be a director, or I want to be personally, like my development, I want to do better. So if I can example for myself, I would say is that the first thing, okay, I need to relearn everything that I was told when I was younger.
That's so learning to relearn. Yes,
that's the first step. Where I was told, you need to put other people first. Other people first, they don't look after me. If I put other people first, I am not happy. So I had to delete that statement and put a new statement.
You deny yourself, you put other people first.
I have to look after myself before I am able to help other person. That for me, it was more open and more clear when I was on the plane and they tell you, when the mask comes down, please make sure to put the mask on your face before you give it to someone else, before you help somebody else.
Exactly.
That for me. Because then I knew, if you are unconscious, you won't be able to help anyone. So looking after yourself is being aware and having the ability to help many. If that is your goal.
So self-awareness is very important in finding your voice.
Self-awareness is the big one. Second is your mindset. You need to work on your mindset. That means relearning things. That means we have to go deeper in understanding, where am I? What I've been told, are they true or false? If they're false, what is the new statement? What is the new thing that we can learn right now?
Yeah, challenging those old beliefs and really,
Yes.
adopting new beliefs. Yeah.
Yeah.
So can confidence exist before courage, or does courage come first?
Oh. Confidence, it
I
has
know you do
belief.
a lot of work around confidence. Yeah. Can it exist before? Yeah.
Confidence has belief system. You cannot have courage if you don't have belief system. You cannot be confident without belief system.
Okay.
So at the end of the day, okay, first of all, I don't like when people say you can con your way, like you can act, or you can, what's the word?
Yeah. They say
Fake it till you make it.
fake it to make it. I don't like that too. Yeah.
That's not reality.
You can't fake your way through it. No.
Yes. People will see it 100%.
Exactly.
People will know you're doing is not authentic. Okay? So don't do that. Don't do that. For me, the way I encourage people, what do you want? You need to find your purpose.
Yeah.
What do you want? Okay? What do you really want? When you know what you really want, guess what? Courage comes next.
Yeah.
Because the courage is there to tell you, I'm ready. I want to learn. I want to gain. I want to do. And from doing it, it creates confidence.
Exactly. Yeah, I like that. I agree. Yeah. So how do we stop apologizing for simply taking up space? Because when you are finding your voice again, you begin to show up more. But
Yes.
sometimes the old habits, they come in, the childhood conditioning, childhood experiences. How do we stop apologizing for simply taking up space?
So we have to go back. If that's the case, we have to go back to acceptance. You have to accept who you are. That's the first step, remember? You need to look at yourself in the mirror. I tell people, okay, take off all your clothes, okay? Have the long mirror, look at yourself. From back to front to sides and whatever. Just look at yourself. I don't want you to think about negative things. I don't want you to tell me, or you think for yourself, oh, I don't like that. I don't like that. Oh my God, that's too big, or this. No. Shut all that out.
Yeah.
I want you to see yourself for the first time in your life without mask, without thoughts.
Yeah.
Just see yourself. Because when you see yourself, when you know, I go back to God. How many sperms went through to your mother's womb? How many? There were
Millions.
70 millions sperm? And only one
Succeeded.
sperm that achieved the goal. And guess what? It's you. You. So what I'm saying is that you are born a leader.
You're unique.
You're already born a winner, a person who achieved.
Exactly.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So because of everything that's happened between the childhood to where you are, that tells you you're not good enough, you're not worthy in this world, you're not, you're not important, or you don't deserve any of it. It's all a lie. It's all a lie.
That's right. Yeah.
God created you. You're here. That means there's a bigger thing for you. So that's number one, acceptance. Acceptance. When you accept who you are, with your flaws, with your ugliness, with your bad whatever, with who you are, fully you,
just accepting yourself.
There's no more apologizing.
No apologies. No apologies. It's okay for me to take up space. I'll go to the next question. What role do boundaries play in finding your voice?
Boundaries come down when you know who you are. Because when you know who you are, it's very simple, okay? I'm a nice person. I'm always open to anyone, okay, in this world. But the moment you disrespect me, the moment you tell me no, the moment you show me that I'm not in a right space with you, my boundaries could show up fully.
Exactly. Because many women, they struggle with saying no, and I wonder, why do you think that is so difficult, especially when it relates to also, finding your voice and using your voice? So just tie that in, what role boundaries play.
Again, that means if that keeps happening, after you told me you already gone through the first stage of acceptance who you are, the second stage of your mindset, and the third stage of showing up fully, and you still feel, I cannot say no. I find it very difficult saying no. That means you have to go back because you haven't fully accepted who you are. Yeah. That means you're still asking for permission to another person.
Yeah, and so possibly fear too. Fear is still playing a role there.
Yes, but because you still have doubts. You're still showing up in a place of like, maybe I'm not ready, or maybe just in case I slow down, or not showing people like I'm intimidating. Let them get intimidated. Let them.
Exactly.
Let them get irritated. Irritate their demons, as they say. Irritate them.
Exactly.
Because then this is my room or not your room. Then this person is for me or not for me.
Yeah.
Then you can be able to grow fully, 100%.
And that's right, because boundaries, I think I remember I've shared this before. Boundaries helps us to see who are for us, those who are for us, and those who are not with us. Exactly. They truly show us, the people that are with us and those that are not with us. Yeah. I'm looking at the time. So because of time, I want to quickly go to the next question. How closely connected are self-esteem and finding your voice?
I think it goes hand to hand if you think about it.
Yeah.
Because the more your self-esteem goes up, the more you're going to be speaking, no?
Yeah.
Because you're comfortable with yourself. I'm okay to be seen as a joker. I'm okay to be seen or to break down in front of people. I'm okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm okay with that. I'm okay when people feeling irritable when I ask a question in front of everyone, because I want clarity.
Yeah. And that brings me to something you were saying before. How important is the language we use when speaking to ourselves? How important is the language? How is it when we speak to ourselves? Because I know you're talking about self-acceptance, really standing in front of the mirror and seeing yourself for who you are and being comfortable with it. How important is the language we use when speaking to ourselves?
100%. It's very important. So if we go back to the second step of mindset, that's when we work on our language and communication. We talked a little bit about the voices in our head.
Yeah,
it's a positive and a negative voice. So for someone who's been conditioning from childhood that you're not enough or what you say is not good enough. Okay, so the voice in the head, the loudest one, is that voice of saying to you, don't speak.
Negative, yeah.
Okay, so you now need to listen to the voice that was lower because you dim it down, the positive one. You need to let it shout. You need to amplify it. So every time, and this what I tell to my client, okay? That thought that comes to your brain, when it's a negative thought, you've got 16 seconds for you to replace it with a positive one.
Yeah.
Okay, so we need to be consciously aware of our thoughts, Because what's happened is that thoughts becomes speech. When it becomes speech, it becomes habit, and that's becomes behavior.
Exactly.
Okay? So we have to work on our thoughts 100 times over and over and over again.
So can changing our internal dialogue really change our lives?
Yes, 100%. Because the internal dialogue, the day you don't realize you're yapping, is coming out.
Yeah. You say out of the abundance of the heart. Yeah. You start saying them out and you start manifesting, because that is what is out there. And like you say, you have just 16 seconds to replace those thoughts. If not, they become part of they become an issue for you. They show up for you in a very negative way. So I think I agree that for many women, especially, going from the story you shared initially, even of your own life, when we have gone through many difficult challenges in our lives, what we tell ourselves, the language we use on ourselves become very negative, and it's part of why we live in the shadows. It's the reason why we want to hide our voice. We struggle with boundaries. We just want to keep hiding because we don't have a strong sense of self-esteem. And so our confidence is completely damaged. And so when we change our internal dialogue, we can really change our lives. Before I leave this topic, what is one exercise you regularly give to your clients, that the listeners today, they could start using today? What is one exercise you give your clients?
So in my book, I created at the end of every chapter, I have like questionnaire for the reader. But then I thought to myself, I need more than this. So I created these workbooks. And you can have a look. There is in Amazon. It says how to be confident.
I'll put them at the end of the video.
And they're just full of activities for the reader. So they can actually work on their mindset. They can work on their dialogue. They can work on their unconscious, biases. They can work on their childhood trauma or childhood conditioning. They can go through step by step to get to know who you are, to get to understand what kind of purpose you have in this life, what motivates you, what stresses you, what type of anxiety do you have. You know what I mean? So all of these things that hear our brain, because sometimes when it's the same thing as, like, for example, when you cut yourself, when you cut yourself, it hurts, yes? And you see blood coming out and you're thinking, oh my God, it's so painful. I need to make sure I clean it. I need to make sure if maybe it needs stitches, you look after it. Yes.
Yeah.
But when if something is happening psychological, do you see it?
It's more difficult. Yeah. We don't see it.
Do you feel it the same? No, you don't. So it's and that is deeper than the wound on your flesh.
On the surface. Yeah.
And that is why something inside of me, I always create these workbooks, because whoever is ready to work on themselves, and I'm also doing online a 6 weeks course training that I'm doing as well. So please, I will share with Grace.
Yeah.
I will share with Grace.
I'll put those at the end of the video.
And also, there's also one event that is coming on the 14th of July. So please join that as well. This is about you. I was brought in this world to help many people in this world. And all I want is to ensure you succeed and I succeed by doing what I want to do in this world, is helping others.
And I think, what is important to note here is that, as women, you cannot want to find your voice without putting in the work. You have to be willing to engage. You have to be willing, like what Baka is saying, you have to be willing to unlearn and relearn and develop yourself and really dig deep into all of those childhood experiences and life traumas that could have shaped you to this place where you are comfortable hiding and comfortable saying, playing small and hiding your voice and struggling with setting up boundaries. You have to be willing to engage yourself in self-development, in personal growth, so that you can find your voice, so that you can rebuild your self-esteem and rebuild your confidence. Thank you, Baka, for sharing that. But before we come to the end, I still have some questions here. Sometimes finding your voice changes relationships. How should people handle pushback from family or friends who prefer the old version of them?
That's a good one. That's a good question. Because it's not easy. Now, for me, I say it very simple, okay? We love our families, yes? But the thing is, family you're born into, you didn't choose them, yes?
Yeah.
And sometimes that's hard in itself.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but if in case, okay, let's do this kind of thing as an activity. When your family member is being negative or saying something that is very painful to you, okay, I want you to close your eyes and count to 5 very slowly. Just count to 5, and then when you open your eyes, I want you to imagine is a stranger, okay, and tell me, if you hear those words from a stranger, would you believe them? Would they hurt you? They won't. They would not hurt you. You would even smile and say thank you for your input. But that's not reality. Keep it moving.
So how do we balance kindness with assertiveness? When it comes to relationship, how do we balance kindness with assertiveness?
So, number 1, kindness is free, okay? And you can be kind, but that can also lead into cruel, okay? You have to learn to have boundaries. Being kind is fine, but when the person still disrespects you, that's no kindness anymore. Okay? You need to learn to know this is the time for me to speak because the person is listening to me, or this is not the time for me to speak, and just smile, just like, okay, and just walk away. Because sometimes you don't have to be rude. There's no need to be rude. You don't have to waste your breath. There are people, no, they're not there to listen to you. They don't care about you. So you need to learn to know, who is this person for me? Even our own parents sometimes. If our parents are pulling us down, our parents seeing us but never want to see us grow. If your parent says to you, you'll never be successful, you'll never do this, you'll never be whatever, because they've got an image in their head, okay, of you. And
they want to keep that image. They don't want to embrace the new version of you. They don't want to recognize all of the achievements. They still want to treat you small.
Yes. So you get to know who you are. You get to understand where they are. Okay? And when you understand where the person is, you get to know, I don't need to change your mind. It's okay. You keep that image in your brain. I am the real deal.
I've gone.
That's it. So who has the power here? You, exactly. So you can balance kindness with assertiveness. So what does healthy confidence actually look like? Sorry, say that again for me. What does healthy confidence actually look like? Because I've heard you mention you don't have to be rude, you don't have, you can be kind. What does a healthy confidence actually looks like? Confidence is standing up and being authentic, being genuine, being yourself, having courage, having the understanding. That's what confidence is. And finding your voice means? Finding your voice is knowing and having the ability to say, it's just me, and I'm proud to be me.
Yeah. And one
You can
habit
take it or leave it.
I'm coming to the end of the question, so I'm just firing these questions. One habit everyone should stop doing today. What is it? One habit everyone should stop today is?
Stop talking negative about yourself.
And one habit everyone should start tomorrow is?
Say yes to everything.
I like that. The best advice you've ever received is?
The best advice? Letting go.
Letting go, yeah. And one book everyone should read is?
I'll say it, read my book, guys.
And what is one affirmation you live by? One affirmation you live by is?
I am worth it.
I'm worth it. And success means?
Success means growth. Okay? Success means keep going, keep learning, keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, I love that. So if someone, listening today feels invincible, they feel unheard, they feel forgotten, they feel like they've spent years making everyone else happy, what would you want to say directly to them?
Look in the mirror. There's someone special staring right back at you. Okay? Claim it. Claim that person, because you deserve it too. Be your own hero.
I love that. Bake, be your own hero. I really love that. Now, to close, I know you've shared, Bake has mentioned a lot. She has lots of books, and I'm going to put them and also put the links in this video up so that you can see them and get to find them. And like she said, Bake is a coach, she's a mentor, and that she has a program coming up on the 14th of July. I will also show that, it would be nice if you're a woman that's learning to, find your voice again and come out of those shadows. It would be worth, engaging with those sessions. Now, before we wrap up, imagine your 80-year-old self is looking back on your life. What advice do you think she would give the version of you sitting here today?
Baby girl, you did the best, and I am so proud of you.
Okay. I know we've started mentioning some of the things you do. So, but before we go, I just want to ask, where can our listeners connect with you? Just share.
LinkedIn. Connect with me, LinkedIn. Connect with me in any social media. Bake, be your own hero, CIC. You'll find me everywhere. Connect with me.
Yeah, so and you connect with her books. She also, like I mentioned before, she has coaching programs and she does speaking events, and that is why I also wanted to have her here today. And I'm glad that she joined. She joined this episode today. What is one thing you wish every young girl was taught growing up? Because I know you also worked with young people, and from your story you shared, from 16 years of age, it's like almost losing your childhood. To be forced into a marriage. What is one thing you wish every young girl was taught growing up?
For me, to be honest with you, if I could put it in a curriculum, self-development, I would do it.
Yeah. Develop yourself, build your life, build your worth, build yourself. And I think, those years are important for a young girl to really develop themselves and give life to themselves, before trying to go into the world and do other things. So I want to thank you, Bake. Before we go, I just want to speak directly to my listeners. If today's conversation reminded you that you've been hiding your voice, remember this: you don't need permission to become who you were created to be. Like Bake said, you were created for a purpose, and your voice matters. I think that's one of the key anchors of the Marvellous-U podcast. Every voice matters here. Your story matters also. And the world does not need another version of someone else. It needs the authentic you. And that is what Bake has said. Look at yourself in the mirror. Confidence is about being authentic. Start with one small step today. Speak one truth. Set one boundary. believe one new thing about yourself. Finding yourself is not about becoming louder. It's about becoming more fully yourself. And I think the whole concept of this, the whole anchor of this conversation today is about becoming fully yourself, becoming your authentic self, you know. Yeah. So I want to thank you again back. I think that's the end of all of my questions. I want to thank you for being here.
Thank you so much.
You know, and thank you, listeners, and remember to subscribe if you have not already done that. Please subscribe to the channel and help us share with someone that will need this message today. Thank you and God bless.
Thank you, everybody.